All right, thank you for joining. I'm Cody Walker with eXp Realty in the Denver market as well as Northern Colorado, coming at you today with a video about buyer appointment materials. What do you want with you to have a successful buyer's appointment? So, especially in this changing market, it's November 2nd of 2022. Things are turned around, right? A couple of months ago, the last 2 years, nobody wanted buyers, and now everybody wants buyers, right? Homes are sitting on the market. They're easier to negotiate against, and so as a realtor, instead of having a listing sit on the market, people are saying, give me the quick cash, I want to find a buyer. So, of course, you need the skills to land them as a client, to provide value enough to have them trust you for this upcoming transaction. And part of that is being prepared and having the right paperwork with you so that you, again, can earn their trust and earn their business, right? So a couple of documents that I bring with me besides the contracts, which here in Colorado are the definitions of working relationships. That is the predecessor to the actual contract, which is the exclusive right to buy contract. We have our eXp affiliated business arrangement disclosure, our wire fraud disclosure, and after that are going to be some documents that I provide before, during, and after, sometimes all three. We've got our buyer's roadmap. In this case, this is a breakthrough broker document provided through eXp Realty's Marketing Center that you get as part of being an eXp agent. And so this one here is actually just updated. This is the older model of this form, and it just goes through the different formats and stages in a buyer transaction. Everything from when I say, today we're doing step number 1, you're meeting with a real estate professional, so congratulations, good job. Oftentimes they've already gotten pre-approved in advance, and I will go through this whole wheel with them during my buyer's consultation. We'll get to that here in a minute. I also have a full video going through this from start to finish that I include in a high note presentation ahead of time, so that I can actually see, it'll notify me if they've gone through it or not. All right, so I bring that, and I've sent it to them in advance. I send it as part of the lender introduction, and I send it again after we've met, and I bring one in person. There's no reason that they should know or not know how to go through a buyer transaction, especially because I go through it with them several times. All right, so after that, I have writing an offer in the seller's market, and that is the document here I was given by a previous team, Group 4610 Network, also at eXp. So we have a rebranded version, and it just goes through, which may not be as important now, but I follow a lot of these steps regardless. So I'm going to go through these things with a buyer to talk to them at how we go above and beyond for them when we're sending an offer to make sure they have the best chances of getting it accepted. So, right, so we give them a phone call, I mean the listing agent, a phone call, and ask them about the buyer offer, about what's on the table, what does the seller want. We're asking all sorts of questions that the seller's agent should not answer, but we hope that they do, so that we can leverage those answers and help our clients negotiate for them, right? I'm going to call the agent, ask those questions. I'm going to call them after they get the offer. They're going to know the offer is coming, right? The offer is going to be really well written. There's going to be a proof of funds from the lender or the bank if it's a cash offer. All the addendums that are provided in the MLS, the source of water, the square footage disclosure, the seller property disclosure, all those things are going to be attached and signed by the buyer if we have them, so that it's a complete offer, right? We don't want to chase those things down. We want to make it as easy as possible to work with us. The lender's going to call. We're going to be really great to work with, and we're going to do that by getting all these above things done and being in great communication. They're going to know that. We've got a great offer letter. It's essentially a resume we're sending over with bullet points of all the great things in our offer and the great things about us that are not included, right? We're full service, full-time agents. We have a full-time transaction coordinator. We've done X number of deals this year. Our clients are in great hands. Our lender has been our preferred lender for 7 years, and they're fantastic at what they do. They've never missed a closing or had a bad appraisal, XYZ. All these things in addition, so we're going to go through the relevant ones with our clients, all right? So we start off every consultation here with a buyer's consultation sheet. And this actually is the 1 through 8 of everything that I do. So it's in front of me. Professionals are prepared. Remember that. Professionals are prepared. So we're going to go through step one. I have a script, the summary of meeting and outcomes. One of three things is going to happen as a result of our meeting today. Number one, number two, number three. All right, we're going to go through all those things. And then this sheet, the 10 transaction questions, the 10 plus, transaction questions, going to go through all of them that you see here. And then we're going to go to the bottom, the property information, set the expectations. What do they want? What do they need? There's a big difference there. That way we can find things that they want and hone in on things that they need, and only show properties within there so that we're not going to show a ton of properties. This is what helps me see really on average 3 to 4 homes, max of 6 homes before writing and getting an offer accepted. So I don't want to waste a ton of time to 20 or 30 showings. Neither should you. All right. After that, I'm going to confirm financing. It's not on here, but before I've had this meeting, generally they've already gone through their financing. So I'm going to say, oh, great, you've talked to Sam, talked to Sarah, you talked to so-and-so at XYZ Mortgage Company. What did you think? Do you still have any outstanding questions we need to talk to them about? Should I bring them in for another meeting, or are you all set, good to go with your approval? Just confirming here. All right, number 5 is going to go to the win-lose questions and the expectation questions. So the 10 plus questions were just the first 4. Then this, how does someone win or lose with you, or do right by you? So how does someone lose with you? What is a pet peeve that you have experienced in your life that I can avoid being that person? Right? I want to make sure that we have a great, healthy relationship. Is texting a pet peeve, for example? Is calling after 8 p.m. is a pet peeve? Is chewing gum a pet peeve? What is it to you? So I can make sure I don't do it, right? And then expectation questions. What do you feel that you have the right to expect from us as your real estate team? That's a leading question. It's a preemptive close, assuming that we're their team. What do you feel that we have the right to expect from you as our client? That's assuming that they are a client. That's putting it in their brain that they are and that they're comfortable working with us. Then we go through the close and paperwork. So the close is going to be going through some of the market information. What is it like as a buyer? The buyer process, and then going through the contract, break out the contract, go through it. You know, Mr. Mrs. Seller, Mr. Seller, whoever you're meeting with, is now a time that feels appropriate to go through this contract. Are you comfortable and confident in everything my team and I can provide to you in your upcoming purchase? Great, let's go. Then I go through the whole contract and the disclosures, get everything signed, and once it is signed, I go through the 3 goals script. Again, the 3 goals script and the summary of 3 outcomes and meeting are scripts of their own, so we have our team memorize those in advance of going on any appointment. The 3 goals script is where we ask for referrals. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I have 3 goals for our upcoming purchase that you're looking to make. One is that our team does a fantastic job finding you the 3-bed, 2-bath house on Main Street for $500,000. Number 2, we're going to take all the stress off of your shoulders. Out of the 180 plus different things that happen in this transaction, we want only 2 or 3 of those to be on your shoulders. We're going to take care of the rest of it for you. And number 3, if we've accomplished those things and you're standing on the rooftop saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, Cody and his team were at 12 and knocked it out of the park for us, we would love to receive your referral business of your friends, family, and coworkers, neighbors, anyone that you know that's looking to make a move. We would love to earn their business. And so we ask that if we achieve those things, that before the end of our transaction, you refer us to at least one friend or family member that's looking to make a move. Is that fair to ask? Excellent. And before we end this, I want to thank you for your business and your trust in us. Is there anyone that you can think of that's looking to make a move? All right, so pretty simple. And we just go through that whole process every single time. I script it. Almost all of it is verbatim the same with every single person. It eliminates error. It builds trust. Professionals are prepared. I have this sitting in front of me on the table, and you can too. So let me know if you want this sent to you. If you'd be interested in joining a team or an organization that uses structure to help you find success, we have signed every buyer except for the first one I ever met with in our business time, period. So let me know if I can help you with this, but this is a very successful method of going through the buyer process. This is what we bring with us, but ultimately you can achieve the whole process with just this first document that I had opened, asking those questions and going through the contract and using the contract to lead the process, the questions, the expectations, and going through the roadmap. Those 3 things alone can win you every single time. Again, Cody Walker with eXp Realty here in Denver, Northern Colorado. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. And thanks for watching. Watch the next one with us.